Hello guys, welcome back to the next video on basic command in Linux series. Today I'm going to talk about wc command. On Unix and Linux like operating system, the wc command allow you to count the number of lines, words, characters and number of bytes in a file. So in this tutorial I'll show you how to use the wc command through simple and practical example. So first of all, I'm going to list the content of my present working directory using ls command. So to use wc command, we first write wc command and then the text file. In this case, I'm going to use file 0. Wait, I'll print the content of file 0 first. So you can see the first output represents the number of line in my file. So there is only one line, as you can see, and the second output represents the number of words in your file. So there are 4 words. This is 0th and 5, and this 17th represent the number of characters or number of bytes in your file. So this number of bytes also contains the spaces and the line break at the end of the file. So along with these characters plus the spaces and plus the line break is equal to 17. Suppose in any case you don't want your file to be the file name to be the part of output, you can use this operator and write the same. You can see that you got a same output, but you don't get the file name as your output. And suppose in any cases you want to read just the number of lines, you want to read just number of words, you want to read just number of characters, so there are certain flags for that too. So in order to get the only the lines, you can use a L flag, lowercase L flag, file 0. You can see that we got a number of line, of course that is 1, as you can see in this output. And if you want to count the number of words, we're going to use a lowercase w, file 0. And in case you want to get only the number of bytes, you can use C. There are 17 number of bytes, so number of characters. And suppose first of all I'm going to print the content of my scripts. And suppose if you want to get the number of characters present in your longest line of script.sh file, so print the number of character in the longest line of your file. So we're gonna use capital L flag and then the name of the file. You can see it printed 50. 50 is the number of character present in this line. Of course it's a longest line in this file. And as we know, to print the content of file, we use ls command. Suppose I want to count all the folders and all the files and all the scripts present in my present working directory. we can count that using ls command. So wc command. So first of all we're gonna use ls, and then we're going to save this in a temporary file. And of course we can use cat command to print the content of that temporary file. You can see that these are the names of files and folder that are present in my this present working directory. If you want to calculate the number of directories and folders, in this case we just have to calculate the number of lines. So I'm going to use wcl and then the file name, in this case temp. So saving your result in a temporary text file and then reading from that text file is a bit time consuming, space consuming. So we can do this the same thing by using a pipeline. So first of all write ls command, then use a pipeline, and then wcl. So what this will do, so ls command will give some output, and this pipeline will take that output and give it to wcl as an input. So in case, of course I'll get the 22 output as before. So that's how you can use wc command to count the number of files and folder in your present working directory without saving your output first to a text file. And we know we can count the number of hidden file. We can also list the hidden file using a small a flag with ls. But you can see there are two things, dot and double dot. We don't want these two. So in order to list all the hidden files but not these two, we're gonna use a capital A flag. As you can see, we get the output without dot and double dot. Now if I want to count the number of, I'm gonna use L, and there are 23 number of files or folders along with the hidden files and folder. And in my previous video we have talked about find command. If you have not watched that video, you should go first and watch that video. The link will be in the description. Find, and we know in order to find the files we use a type flag, and of course we're gonna use a pipeline wc and L. So in my present working directory there are 213 files, and if you just want to calculate directories and subdirectories, we're going to use D. You can see there are 11 directory present in my present working directory, and there is a command app list. What this we're gonna do, this will list all the number of packages that are installed in my Linux operating system. So I'm just going to count that, wc and L. Don't worry about the warning. So this is the number of packages that are currently installed on my PC. And now we also know that in order to find the empty files, we use this command, and we're gonna use it with wcl. So there are 101 files that are empty in my present working directory, and to find non-empty we use a exclamation mark. So 1112 are the number of files that are not empty in this present working directory. You can also use various kind of combination with that. I'm going to use size that is greater than 1 MB in this present working directory. To count that, there are 0. If I want to calculate that on my home directory, I'll get lots of wait for it. So there are 685 files that are greater than 1 MB and are on my home directory. And you can use various other combination with find command and wce command. So I'm just going to clear my screen now. And many of wondering that why I used a pipeline with find command but not the -exe flag. So the reason is the pipeline will pass the output as a text file to the wc command, while the flag -exe will pass the output as the reference to its location. So I'm just going to write a command to find all those files that have sh as its extension. So there is only one file in my present working directory, and if I'm going to use a pipeline wcl, it is pretty obvious that I'm going to get one as an output, of course. And if I use -exe wcl and container, and then wc not ec l container and then this flag, we got a different output. It is because as I have talked about, this pipeline will first store the output as a text file and then read that text file just like this to some temporary output, and then it read that temporary output. And in this case, as you can see, that this -x didn't read the output as a text file, it read output as a reference to the location of script.sh. As you can see that it just write wcl and then it passed the scripts just like that. That's why we get the same answer previously and here. So wc will pipe the output as a text file, and this -exe flag will pass the output as a reference to its location. That's why we got this output. So that's all for today. If you like our video, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our videos, of course. Thank you. Bye bye.